The Local Show, sponsored by Victory in Motion, home of knee repair, not knee replacement, on News Radio 570 WSYR, on 106.9 FM, and live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. The Local Show features in-depth conversation with business owners, employees, and influential business leaders throughout Central New York, exploring their successes, challenges, and reasons for doing business right here in our growing community. The Local Show is produced locally by Zoe Advertising. Now your hosts, Tom and Steve.
We're back again. We are live. It's the Tom and Steve show. But today it's Tom and George.
That's right.
This is Steve's
No
out
Steve,
there.
Tom, and no Steve.
He's screwing around, that Steve. I'll tell you what. George Powers is with me, gpowers.com. Feel free to hit that website up and check out his services. Everything from payroll made simple to your tax accounting type stuff, as well as, you kind of hold people's hands and help them grow their business.
Yeah, we do a lot of business coaching. That's a real big thing of what we do is we help our clients survive and thrive. So the idea is we don't just try to, what they say is, an accountant is someone who looks out the back window of your car telling you when to turn. we try to look forward a little bit more.
Very nice. I like that. All right. Someone who looks up and not down is Shawn Dupree. He's the owner of Top Notch Roofing. Always looking up.
That's right. It certainly
Yes. You see those.
Got to look up to see him doing the roofing.
That's right. Dodging raindrops this year and still making it happen. And that's got to be fun for you, right?
Yeah, it's been a challenging year for sure. It definitely has.
We were just talking before the show, Shawn, and I knew Top Notch new roofing, but you do more than roofing, don't you?
We do, yeah. We're a full construction company. We do new house builds, additions, kitchens, bathrooms, renovations.
The whole 9 yards,
yeah,
huh?
yeah, and we also do commercial. We do a lot of commercial work.
Okay, commercial roofing too, or
Commercial roofing, commercial renovation, office build-outs,
Okay.
facade improvements. Anybody that's been through East Syracuse is a good example. Across from the fire department, right on Main Street, we did Black Sea Tattoo last year. That's a really cool build that we did.
Right.
And we've done a handful of them in Liverpool.
which one's in Liverpool? Do you recall?
The physical therapy place on Old Liverpool Road.
Okay.
There's a hair salon across from the supermarket there, right in the village.
Okay.
We did that hair salon.
Oh yeah, nice place, right across from Nichols.
Yeah, right across from Nichols. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah,
That was
real pretty,
That was one of the renovations we did. Yeah, those are a couple that stand out that people could just drive by and actually see them.
Commercial-wise,
Yeah.
And I think you're a very personable person. Steve will say, well, he doesn't like to talk a lot. Sometimes that's a good thing, right? You're not just
a man of action, right?
You're not trying to sell somebody something, but you're very knowledgeable in your space. And you came through my house. He was telling me that I'm due for a roof. A lot of people around my area are due for roofs, but he said you can get away with it for a little while longer. And I was having some blow by up on the ridge vent. A lot of the rain and stuff like that was blowing in, coming down through the attic, and then leaking into my bedroom. So I was getting a brown spot on there. So Shawn came in and isolated that problem.
Oh, that's tough.
And figured that all out, and then sent the guys back, and they put in a new ridge vent and all that. I have no problems.
I do know that leaky roofs are a hard thing to find.
Yeah, they can be, for sure.
Yeah,
they certainly are.
Yeah.
So tell us about your process and why people should call you. In fact, those of you listening to the segment right now, kind of a challenge because of the rain and everything and how slow people were to get going on stuff. Let's get as many calls as we can to Shawn and get him all booked up for the summer. So 315-920-7949. 920-7949. He's going to give you a great deal and a fair price, along with the availability to be there and get over there and do a free assessment, right?
Yeah, and that's probably one of the things that I'd say that where I think we stand out.
Mm-hmm.
You call us and we try to get your estimate done within a day or two. That's a big thing.
That's impressive.
And we're there to answer your questions. And when you call, we respond. We don't sit on it. We get right back to you.
Yeah.
And after the project's done, we don't just forget about our customers. we're there for you. If you have a question or something comes up 3-4 months down the road, call us. We're there, and we respond to those calls, and we make sure we get back to them. And if something needs to be taken care of, we take care of it right away.
I do know that's a challenge with contractors. I think many of us have had a contractor and call them, and
Yep.
then return phone calls and call them, and they don't.
Sure.
You call them 5 or 6 times, and they don't call you back. It's like, oh, okay, I had a check to give you, but I guess I won't.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So returning phone calls is a nice thing.
It is, and and it's not just, and even after all the payments are made and we're paid in full, you're still our customer. You will be our customer for life. It's not a one and done with us.
Well, that's one of the nice things you do. You do everything. You said you have top-notch construction as well as top-notch roofing.
Yeah.
So if you're happy, customers are happy with what you're doing on one thing, they can have you do something else and be happy about that too.
Well, I think the thing that makes me feel comfortable with you, Shawn, it being a contractor for so long and your people being trained, multifaceted, is that yes, you can put on a roof, but it's nice to know that you have people who have construction background who can look at things not only aesthetically but also structurally,
Sure.
and be able to say, hey, we're replacing this board. Maybe your eave needs new wood on that, or your threshold needs to be taken care of, and this, that, and the other thing.
Yeah, we just did a roof last week out in Constantia that we pulled all the plywood off and all the rafters were rotten.
Oh, that's terrible.
So we had to rebuild all the rafters.
Yeah, I see, and some roofing people they wouldn't have that capability.
Right. Yeah.
Boy, would that had to be a shock to the homeowner.
It was a shock to everybody because it certainly was not expected.
Yeah.
But 90% of the rafters were punky and rotten.
Wow.
You got to take care of that now.
I suppose that goes along when you take the top off, you don't quite know what you're going to find.
yeah, that's very true.
Yeah, you lift up the hood. What are some other reasons why people should go with you? Maybe talk about your product a little bit and your selection.
Well, affordability. Affordability is one thing, and warranty. The products that we use for roofing in general offer the best warranty in the market. We use Atlas Pristine shingles. Atlas is the manufacturer of the shingles and all the underlayments and everything else that comes along with the roofing stuff. And they offer the best warranty in the market. It's limited lifetime algae growth warranty. And they also do a non-prorated warranty. If something happens to the roof 20 years from now, you're still within the warranty guidelines. They will replace whatever is damaged at no cost to the consumer.
So how many years is the warranty?
They're lifetime warranties, but they're limited lifetime. So the Atlas Pristine with us, we're a gold contractor with Atlas, so we offer a 25-year blow off.
Okay.
So if shingles for some reason start blowing off within 25 years, they'll send a manufacturer's rep out to look at it, and they'll determine what the problem was, and they will replace it. They cover all the material, all the labor, and waste fees.
Gotcha.
Oh, neat. How far afield do you go? You said we can Constantia. How big an area do you have?
Well, we'll do Onondaga County and all the surrounding counties.
Okay.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Top-notch roofing, the Top-Notch Roofing Challenge. We're going to see how many calls we can get into Shawn to fill up the summer schedule and get him out to do a free assessment. It'll be you or one of your people to come out and do that free
There's three of us that go out in the field.
Excellent.
Yep.
Okay, well, we'll get people to call you, and that number, write this one down, folks, 315-920. If I wanted mistakes, I'd have Steve here. 920-7949. 920-7949. TopNotchRoofingCNY.com. You can check out the website. Give them a call now and get a deal and get the people to come out and see you right away. Thank you so much, Shawn.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.